Hello and welcome back to another episode
Episode's good.
of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. I'm Olivia.
I'm Mark. Riggs.
Hello.
Sound off.
Hello. Here.
Roll call.
That was the appearance, by the way.
Oh, he'll be back later.
And we got Facebook, Twitter, locations, plural.
Yes, we do. And Riggs. Word of
Website.
mouth. That's right.
And a Riggs.
That's right.
And
Avengers have a Hulk. We have a Riggs.
let's talk about all the new books hitting the shelves for the week of April 10, 2019.
That's right.
Why don't you start?
Why don't I do that? This is from Image Comics, FAIRLADY #1, written by Brian Shermer, and art by Claudia Balboni and Marissa Louise. One of those does the cover art, probably the second. Who knows? Every fantasy epic ends with a war, but what happens when the war is over? After posing as a man to join the army, Jennifer Faulds returns home to the Feld, for a new start as a fair man, a specially licensed private investigator. But sexism didn't end on the battlefield, and as the only fair lady, Jenner gets stuck with the cases nobody else wants. Hitting the streets to solve the Feld's overlooked mysteries, Jenner finds that the smallest cases hide the biggest secrets. Okay.
That's kind of...
So she posed as a man to be in the army, but she's not posing as a man to be a fair man lady. Jenner.
Oh, as the only
Like,
fair lady. I think
okay.
she's like...
Jenner, is that like, are they making a play on like Bruce Jenner?
I don't think so. I think that's just their...
I've never heard that name before for a first
Well,
name.
this is a fantasy epic.
I think they're doing a little Bruce Jenner play on words there, since he's like was a man, now a woman thing.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
I do.
But Faithless, #1 of 5 for readers. Mature readers.
Mr. Readers.
Not fair lady readers.
No.
Boom Studios by Brian Azzarello and Maria Lovett.
Love it.
With 2 L's like llama.
Yes.
Like La Llama.
Love it.
Faith,
Studio.
sex, the devil. Faith likes to dabble with magic. Her friends think it's cute and not just a little off-putting. But it's part of her charm and her warped search for purpose in a world that makes too much sense. But she's a true believer and knows there is power within her reach. She's right, of course. It just took a while to find that magic, that temptation, that a noble thing to find her. In short, Faith is bored as hell, and hell has noticed.
Well. Okay, here we go. From Marvel Comics, Marvel Tales Thanos, #1 of Uno.
Of Uno?
Yeah, another one of those one-shots. That's numbered 1.
Number 1 shot.
Yep. Written by Jim Starlin, art by Jim Starlin, and various. The most ruthless villain in the Marvel Universe takes center stage as we celebrate the 80th anniversary of the House of Ideas with the era-spanning Marvel Tales. This anthology series shines a spotlight on fan-favorite characters, features timeless stories, and highlights some of Marvel's most impressive talent from the past decades. And for Thanos, it could only be cosmic maestro Jim Starlin, reprinting the classic tale written and drawn by Starlin that first revealed Thanos' stunning connection to the deadliest woman in the galaxy, Gamora, from Warlock #10. Another Starlin scripted epic pits the Mad Titan against one of the MU's greatest evils, the devilish Mephisto, in Silver Surfer #45, and Gamora gets the chance to unleash her full fury on her twisted father figure in Warlock and the Infinity Watch #8. There's a lot of sentences with like words that start with the same letter in that preview. I disapprove this message.
Okay. Orphan Age #1 from Aftershock. Ted Anderson and Nuno Plati. Clay tie.
Play tie.
One.
I like play tie.
Yeah, these are all long, by the way. That was not the only long one. I already said their names.
Yes,
Day
you did.
1, all the adults died, all over the world, at the same time. Now, I feel like this has been done before. It's
Well,
up to the kids now.
Yeah.
Okay, but maybe this is a better one.
Maybe.
Now it's 20 years later, and the children all grown up. Oh, so they're grown up now.
And-
Okay, that didn't happen in any of the others.
No, but what if they all die at the same time and then...
Yeah, what if it just happens again?
Yeah.
All grown up are still rebuilding the world. Horses and caravans are the only thin lines connecting tiny scattered settlements. Little sparks in the great dark night. Gasoline is gone, phones long dead, television a memory. The only power in America is the new church, the religion of the angry children, that blames the destruction of the old world on the dead adults.
Okay.
In the settlement of Dallastown, a stranger comes riding in one day, telling a story of escape from the new church's unstoppable firemen. Riggs.
You're crinkling, man. You're crinkling.
Get out of here!
I had to get something.
Telling a story of escape from the new church's unstoppable firemen. The church is on the march, and the world might burn again, and the only hope might be a scared teenage girl, a gunslinger keeping his secrets, and a woman of few words and long knives. Welcome to the orphan age. That sounds kind of cool.
We'll see. We'll check it out, for sure. Riggs, man. Quieter, please. Okay, from Dark Horse Comics.
Remember She Could Fly?
Remember
I read
that?
2 issues of that and wondered how they were going to finish it in 2 more issues.
Well,
Well, now the trade pack's out, so
yes.
pick that up.
And
Check it
now
out.
we have The
It was
Lost
good.
Pilot.
What I did read. Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's got a like spin-off.
Yes, number 105. Christopher Cantwell and Martin Marazzo.
We're adding another issue here, which means there's 2 more books worth of stories.
The acclaimed miniseries continues. Luna has crash-landed back into her life after spending a year in a mental institution. But that might mean she's just closer to the edge than she's ever been before. After discovering clues about the flying woman's missing family, Luna's obsession reignites, threatening to again unravel her fragile mind. Fragile, if she's Italian. Meanwhile, a mysterious guru appears in the sewers of Chicago, and a Russian mercenary seeks old secret technology, and the specter of violence begins to loom over everyone once more. Luna begins to wonder, will she even survive long enough to go insane? Will she? Or won't she?
I don't know.
Tune in next week. This week.
This week. Star Wars AOR Grand Moff Tarkin. Is it Age of Republic? Is it Age of Rebellion? I don't know. Probably Republic, I think. That's what I think it is.
Probably Rebellion.
But the
That's-
next one is
yeah,
that
but
one's probably
Grand
Rebellion.
Moff Tarkin is... They're all Rebellion. It's
Okay,
the new,
well,
it's the new
it
thing.
is?
Yeah, because there's a
Okay.
Luke and a Darth Vader coming out. And,
Okay,
and
well then,
Grandma Tarkin, as they used to call him, was on the Death Star.
yeah, I thought that was leading, that would lead into Republic. But,
Well, who knows?
or Rebellion. Whatever.
Maybe
Okay, hey,
it does.
you don't know what we're talking about.
I don't.
Star Wars Age of Something. Grand Moff Tarkin, aka Grandma
Tarkin.
Grandma Tarkin from Marvel with Greg Pak and Mark Lamming or Mars.
Mars.
It's got C.
Mars.
The Empire. Also, I noticed I watched Solo the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They put names in all caps. That's why they're all caps.
Did they
for
really?
these?
Wow. Well, okay.
They
Good
had
catch.
like Empire and
Yeah.
like Solo in all caps.
Good catch.
The Empire has built the deadliest weapon the galaxy has ever seen, but when the most ruthless Imperial officer But even the most ruthless Imperial officer might hesitate before unleashing the Death Star's power to kill millions in an instant. Behold the secret story of Grandma Tarkin. The horrors that hammered and honed his resolve, and the terrifying steps he takes to ensure that the Death Star, not in all caps this time,
Oh, weird.
lives up to its deadly name. Maybe because they already talked about him,
Maybe.
they already said it in all
Maybe
caps,
they
they don't
dropped
want
the
to
ball.
say it again, but I think they just messed up.
I think they did.
It's still capitalized though,
Shame
like
on
the
them.
first letters.
Yeah. They screwed the pooch.
Hmm.
All right. Another Star Wars AOR. Princess Leia #1. Also written by Greg Pak and art by Chris Sprouse.
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 I didn't know there was another Sprouse brother.
Is there? Maybe.
I don't think so.
Marvel Comics, of course. With Han Solo, frozen in carbonite, in the palace of Jabba the Hutt, Princess Leia prepares for a daring rescue by taking on the identity of the bounty hunter Boosh. The mighty Boosh.
Wizard.
But in...
Rick says it's a lizard guy.
No.
Reptilian.
No, that's Bosk.
Never mind.
Fake fan.
I know too much about this stuff. But, especially since I don't really like it that much. But in order to succeed, she'll have to prove herself in her new identity to the ruthless bounty hunter Bosk. See, there you go. You just jumped in early. You knew.
That's a lizard guy.
That's the
I've
lizard
been
guy.
told.
With her life and all her principles on the line, how far will Leia go to... It's not a Gorn, dude. How far will Leia go to rescue a scoundrel? Co-starring Chewbacca and Lando, who will almost certainly have a bad feeling about this. Probably.
I like Chewbacca and Lando. They're both cool.
Yes, they are.
Wears capes.
Sure. Yes, he had a whole thing full of capes.
Symbiote Spider-Man. That's kind of like the next one that I read. 1 of 5 from Marvel. Peter David and Ivan Coelho. Everyone knows that Spider-Man's infamous black suit would someday become the wicked web slinger called Venom. He's not Eddie Brock. What? Huh? But what happened before Peter Parker discovered the black suit's sinister secret? Miles Morales is the Venom?
No. Peter had the black suit before Eddie Brock did.
Okay. Set during the original Black Suit saga, this is an all-new tale that pits the wall-cracking wonder against that most mystifying of menaces, Mysterio!
Mysterio is part of the Empire too. He's in all caps. Okay. Okay, the first
We
of...
don't do events, but...
No, this is one of the first of like one of the billions of tie-ins to War of the Realms, which is not an event because they promised they wouldn't do that anymore. So this is War of the Realms, Journey into Mystery #1 of 5. Clint McElroy and various writing. McElroy. His boy Elroy. And various. And art by Andre Araujo. The creators of the blockbuster podcast, The Adventure Zone, bring their talents
yeah, it is
to Marvel.
McElroy.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've heard
It's a
that
YouTube,
podcast?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a YouTube podcast thing.
Okay.
And they have a thing called My Brother, and Me, because there's 3 brothers.
Oh, okay. Very
But
good.
their last name is McElroy.
Okay. So there's...
I recognize this thing. Do you? Tell us down in the comments below.
Something realms. Earth is at war, besieged by an army of frost giants, trolls, and fire goblins, and the mighty Thor is nowhere to be found. But take a Halls, man. But could it be that the key to turning the tide is Thor's baby sister? Thor has a baby sister. I was not aware of this.
I wasn't aware you had a sister at all.
Well,
and then she showed up. So.
They kind of crammed that in there, shoehorned.
Yeah.
Journey into mystery with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Wonder Man, and Baldur the Brave as they go on an epic quest to save Earth's only hope. And yes, deal with diaper duty. And that's, you can do duty either way on that one.
Said dude. So it's got Miles Morales and Kate Bishop. That's
Yes.
cool.
It does.
So back to Symbiotes. Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage. Because the Carnage Reborn, was that the last one?
Yes, I think so. Sounds right.
Frank Thierry and Danilo Beirut.
Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth on the art.
A new terror has risen on the fringes of the Marvel Universe, stirring in the depths of space, but evil is also rising on Earth, claiming one victim at a time in the name of the killer called Carnage.
Carnage. Also a member of the Empire. Okay.
So that's it.
That
Also,
is
the Adventure Zone thing, that was like an RPG.
Oh, is it?
Like fantasy type deal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he knows all about those
There's all
fire
kinds of stuff going on.
goblins and frost
Fire
giants.
goblins.
That
That's it.
sounds pretty cool.
Yes, that's the number ones for, at least the major ones for this week.
For,
But as always,
April 10.
yes, there's plenty more stuff going to be hitting the shelves. Hopefully on time this week, next week, this week.
Yeah, that's not our fault.
It's not. Okay, so now we have,
Something old, something new.
yes. Is it me starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read the last one.
You did, didn't you? Okay, here comes The Walking Dead. Oh no, it's a Gorn. Oh my gosh. It
Now
was
he has to
either
walk all the way back around to get
Yeah.
to where he was.
that was either the Gorn or the Lizard Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure which one. It was the Gorn. Okay, that was the Gorn.
Been told it's the Gorn.
We have been told that. This is breaking news. All right, so my thing for the week is the first of, I think, 5 volumes that they did that are all still in print. And this is The Mighty Thor by Walt Simonson. Since we're heavy into the War of Realms and stuff, find out where Malekith came from and his origin and his first appearance and all that in this handy collection of, how many issues? 337 to 345 of The Mighty Thor. And,
That's like 9 issues.
it's a lot. They pack a lot into this book for...
That's a lot of words.
It is.
Just for this time period.
$24.99. This is also, the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill and all that. So, this is really good stuff. It's my second favorite Thor run. And Walt Simonson, back in the day, was awesome. He probably still is, but I don't... Well, yeah, Ragnarok was really good. Anyway.
Ragnarok was good. Even if it wasn't, like, regular Thor.
Yeah,
It
but
was a
Undead...
movie Thor, but it was still Thor.
Undead Thor's... It's the comic series, Ragnarok.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. It's Undead. It's after Ragnarok, Undead Thor, Zombie Thor. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yes, Mighty Thor, Walt Simonson, Volume 1. We have 1 and 4 in the shop right now, but we should be able to order any of them, any and all, because they're all in print, because they are awesome, and they'll keep it in print. So they're... You're up.
Okay. Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Miss Marvel, and guess what? It's a flip book.
Oh my god. That's... I haven't seen one of those, like, since I was going through books yesterday.
It was this book.
It might have been, actually. Maybe. Or maybe not.
So there is technically a beginning. It says start reading from either side. I read it from the side that they do not lead you to start reading with. Like, there's a couple pages that are upside down if you start on the other side.
Oh, weird.
It's at the bottom when they tell you the book and all the copyright stuff. That's the side that they say is technically the beginning.
Okay.
Which is not the side that has the barcode.
That's weird. There's just all kinds of confusion.
Strange. It's also, but it is the one with, like, the authors and artists on the front. So, yeah. You get, 2, like,
Different
So,
views of stuff. going
Yeah,
on.
different views of the same thing and the same place at the same time. So it's a little, like, I already read that exactly, but it's from a different angle.
There you go.
You can either start it off as Kala Khan going on a school field trip to the Empire State University to see a keynote speech on a device that can basically, and this is not scientifically what it does, but as the public understands, downloads your memories and like can transfer your brain into like a machine.
Wow.
For purposes of, like, if you go and have Alzheimer's. If you go and have Alzheimer's.
If you go and have Alzheimer's.
Old people disease. And whatnot. Talking to you, Riggs.
What?
Or, if you have, like, a car crash and you lose, like, your personality or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, they said that.
If you have a wreck and lose your personality.
Yeah. So that way you can, like, look at all your memories and kind of, like, understand all the things that make you who you are as a person can be transferred.
Did you have a liquid lunch, Riggs?
No, he had cheese sticks
Oh.
and chicken.
You dunk those cheese sticks in scotch or something? Anyway.
And then, or you can start it off as Peter Parker, a failure, has to,
Poor Peter.
what is it? It's not nominate, the people who, like, give out the awards and stuff.
Just the presenters. I guess.
Presents to
yes.
you a fancy scientist lady who and her team have made a device that can transfer your brain and all its knowledge and memory.
In case you have
Because
a car
she's
wreck.
a friend of his. And though he may have gotten his title as doctor taken away for plagiarizing through college, I don't know where any of this comes from.
I don't either.
I think it's from Amazing Spider-Man.
It must be, but that's probably an era where I wasn't reading. So.
And
I know a lot of stuff happened when he was
like
when Doc Ock was Spider-Man for a while.
business failed, and then he got his doctorship taken away.
Oh, that's all the Doc Ock stuff from Superior
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Okay, I didn't read all that.
But then who was it? Oh, Jackal comes in. It's disrupting the. He can use that machine to clone people if he just changes it a little bit. And I guess he's smart and knows how to change it just a little bit.
He's a professor. If it's the original Jackal, and he is obsessed with clones, so there you go.
He's a little Green Goblin dude.
He does kind of look like the Green Goblin. So.
Not a Fire Goblin, though.
No, not a Fire
And
Goblin.
then the doctor doesn't want it to be used for evil, so she.
Maybe it's clones that have car wrecks and lose their personalities. Maybe that's why the Jackal's there. To help people that have had. He's doing the service.
So anyway, she put a self-destruct thing on it, so she pressed her little remote button like it was just a bomb. And she was planning for this.
Nice.
And so it explodes. And
Then you have to find out.
then
what
you
happens
get
next issue.
I'm actually gonna say it this time.
Oh, okay.
Their brains get swapped, maybe.
Oh. Okay.
But what happens now? I don't know. Also, it's kind of weird. The last page is the centerfold. Because it's a flip book!
There we go. All kinds of confusion on that one. I'm confused. But that's okay. I pretty much stay that way. Come on, Riggs. Oh, you already did your walk by.
Okay, he doesn't do
Your
anything.
shamble by. Okay. Well, then I guess that's it for this show, episode, week, thing.
That's it. Like, comment,
Share,
subscribe,
yes,
hit that bell for
yes,
notification every time we
comment,
post a new video.
yes.
Comment to each other's comments too if you
Yes,
want.
please do.
Interact. Become a community. Community is a good TV show. The first 3 seasons.
I haven't watched that yet.
The first 3 seasons are really good.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Bye.
We're done.